This lesson was originally recorded in 2020 for my students, in Russian, and translated with AI so I can bring you even more videos. Please support this channel with likes, comments, and subscriptions. New lessons are on my Patreon. Hello, dear friends. Today we're painting croissants. Don't be fooled by how fancy they look. This process is actually simple and really satisfying. I first painted this on A4 paper, and now I'm working on half of that. You can use a square sheet, or if you have a rectangular one, it works best horizontally. Let's talk circles. If you have a compass, great. If not, use what's on hand. Try a cup or a small dish. Or use this as a chance to build your hand and your eye. Make a cross with equal arms, estimate the lengths by eye, and connect the points. You can add a second cross diagonally like an X, with matching radii for extra precision. But if you're confident, a single cross will do. Once you've mapped out your circle, let's arrange the croissants. Start with basic forms. One croissant peeks out a little from the plate with a flat bottom and a hill-shaped top. Give the ends a gentle twist for more interest. For now, just block in 2 cutlets, leaving space for the cup with honey or syrup, or whatever you imagine. Make sure to give yourself room to add spoons below. They shouldn't be glued to the croissants, but it's not a disaster if they touch. To sketch the spoon, use simple shapes. Begin with a stick and a circle at the end. This helps the handle come from the right spot. There will be 2 spoons. Layer them and measure by eye so both are about the same size. Use your fingers to check the length. Now give your croissants their signature twist. Think about how puff pastry spirals. Show those layered curves and little steps in the dough. These bends don't need to be identical or perfect. Let them differ a bit for a natural look. Once the sketch is ready, erase extra pencil marks so the lines don't show through the paint. Let's move on to colour. We'll use a super simple layering technique. Nothing tricky. It's fast and perfect for sketching anything from pastries to flowers or animals. Start with the lightest layer. Use ochre thinned with water. No need for it to be bright white. How much colour you use will determine how baked your croissants look. Paint the entire croissant in this single tone. You can mix in a bit of sienna for a warmer brown if you like, but keep it soft as your first layer. Let that dry thoroughly. While you wait, work on the syrup or honey in the cup. This is the only part we'll do wet in wet. Build a rich chocolatey brown by mixing in touches of orange or even violet, whatever you need for that just right syrup colour. Drop in a little ochre for a glowing highlight and lift out a bit if it's too intense. Paint the spoons in one go, using a mixed grey made from brown and a touch of blue. No black. Take a little time to find a grey you like, so your spoons look lively. When your croissants are dry, come back for the second layer. There'll be a total of 3 to 3.5, let's say. The second layer is a richer, warmer brown for depth. Don't cover everything. Leave some lighter stripes for highlights. If any area's still damp, jump ahead and paint soft blue shadows under your plate. Use ultramarine. Let the pigment sparkle for lively, fresh shadows. Gently fade the edges with a moist brush so they blend naturally. Once your first croissant layer is dry, glaze over with a transparent brown to mimic that glazed look, all using lots of water so the paint stays luminous. Avoid greenish mixes for a fresh, appetizing pastry colour. The darkest spot will be underneath where the croissants overlap. Don't be shy about that shadow. If you want, add a shadow inside the little cup and under the spoons, again, using lively contrasting edges for metal shine. As you wait for the layers to dry, add a quick pattern to your plate. It looks complicated, but it's just dots and dashes. Nothing has to match up perfectly. Use a soft-tipped brush for variety and make your marks as random as possible. Fill the plate surface with different shapes and sizes, keeping things balanced overall. For the final shadows on the croissants, use that deliciously warm brown. Sweep them quickly and lightly, mostly down one side of each spiral or lump. Make the curves clear for that classic croissant look. Remember, your paper will lighten as it dries, so don't be afraid to make shadows a little darker. Paint the last soft shadow under your plate. If you need, blur the edge with a damp brush for a smooth, airy feel. Add a grey contour to the plate, not black. Use a liner if you want that crisp finish. That's it. Your croissant sketch is done. If you want, trim the edges for a tidy look. Honestly, I love how round plates look on a square format. Have fun experimenting. This quick sketching technique works for anything, and I hope it sparks new ideas for you.